Hey everyone, I'm back again with another video, and this one is titled, I found out my wife cheated on me for 2 years and tried to cover it up by proposing polyamory. Please make sure you like the video and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell so you don't miss any of my future videos. Let's get right into it. I don't know that there is nothing particularly new under the sun here, but I wanted to talk with people who might have experienced something similar. Effectively, I just learned today that my wife, who had already been planning to leave me, has been cheating on me for 2 years and tried to get away with it by proposing polyamory. I posted in the last 6 months about my story, but basically, it's as follows. We dated since high school, married in our 20s after her mom passed away. We were, at least as far as I know, monogamous the whole time. She wanted to pursue a master's degree in a medical field and applied to a couple of prestigious programs. Got into one about 2 hours away from the city we live in. We talked, she moved down there, and we planned to be long distance for 2 years. Then she'd come back for a residency in our hometown the third year. Distance was tough, and things started to get a bit strained, but it still felt we were in love, doing well, etc. Then, in the middle of her second year, she failed some classes, had to withdraw from the program, and go back to the following fall. This was in 2014. While she was back living with me, she brought up the idea of polyamory, saying that she'd been thinking about it. She was bi and wanted to experiment with women, that she knew she'd been my first partner, and I knew I was interested in exploring group intercourse and other things. I was wary at first, very wary. I asked why she wanted this, if there was another partner, if she cheated. She swore up and down no, that it was crazy I'd even think that. Blah blah blah. Fast forward 1.5 years from that moment, she's down at school. I have had a serious poly girlfriend for the last year and change. She's dated some women down there. Our triad is pretty tight and honest and open about everything. My girlfriend, wife, and I even had a few threesomes. Life is great, right? One of the strained points was that at one point earlier this year, she told me that she had developed feelings for a man. A friend of hers down there I always suspected of being a bit too close for normal friendship, and she wanted to know if I'd be okay to pursue them. We talked about it. I struggled with jealousy. Even though I had a girlfriend, her being with a man felt like a totally different ball game, and I wasn't comfortable with it. We got into couples counseling. She said ultimately he didn't matter that much to her and that I was her priority, so she wasn't going to pursue anything with him. Leave it at that. This is about 2 months ago. Over the last month, our marriage completely spiraled apart. She was going to counseling with me and not engaging, saying one thing one day, one the next, saying she fell out of love with me, all of this stuff. Basically, despite my best efforts, saying I'd do whatever I could for her, moved to the city she lives in because a program that was supposed to take 3 years now, for complex reasons, was gonna take 5. Even reconsidered dropping my boundary about her seeing other men. But it looks like divorce is inevitable. And then, in a fit of pique last night, I messaged the guy she told me she had feelings for and was like, congrats, you win, she's all yours. And he's baffled, because they've been effing for 2 years and he thought I knew. They'd been effing regularly since before she moved back into our hometown. Since before I'd ever been presented with polyamory. He told me she even effed another guy in their friends group there, something she denies. If it had been a one-time thing, I could comprehend it better. Or if it had developed after she had been open and honest about her desire for polyamory. But she tried to use us being poly, me having another partner, all this stuff to kind of end run this man into my life, lying to him as well, about me being okay with it. I'd literally sat across from this dude in a coffee shop chatting, helped him move stuff once, and the whole time he thought I knew he was effing my wife and I had no idea. I feel absolutely gutted and betrayed, and just she lied to everyone, to me, to him, to my partner, to our friends, about everything, for years. And now, my entire life has been effing exploded and I don't know what to do. I have a wonderful girlfriend who I met during this polyamory period, so not all is lost. But I have never been betrayed or broken up with like this before, and it feels like someone put a shotgun to my gut and pulled the trigger. And the OP has an update for us. Turns out I've been played for a fool for a long time. I spoke to the other man, and he told me there'd been another dude before him. I talked to that guy, and he confirmed. I confronted her, and she finally broke down. Maybe she's still pathologically lying, but it did seem to be the final truth. That she had cheated on me for the first time in high school, twice in college, and twice after she went away to this program. Sometimes with men, once with a woman. Always close friends that she developed feelings for, and then couldn't extricate herself. From day one, she struggled to be monogamous, but she thought she could suppress it for my sake. Makes sense. At least now, my years of being insecure, of having trust issues, of being paranoid about stuff like this makes a lot more sense. Trust your gut, I guess. And the first comment says, I can't tell from this if you already did. OP, definitely talk to your SO before leaving her. You may trust this guy, but how well do you really know him? Even if you feel you know him well, he never spoke to you, even in passing, about this relationship with your wife. Are you sure he really thinks you knew? You have to talk to your SO to get the real picture and find out the truth. This guy could have lied or told you the wrong thing. Accidentally even. As you said, it wasn't just about him, but also he told you other information about her. He could be lying because he's hurt and or wants her, etc. Why do people tend to believe other people they don't know as well, with obvious ulterior motives, and avoid speaking to their SO with new info they might have, and asking the SO for the whole truth? Sure, she may lie, but at this point, you would rather just leave her than even ask her? Besides, this guy doesn't even know the whole story. He supposedly thought you knew, supposedly thinks she did this other thing, etc. A story that you find embarrassing. You don't think he might not have motives to make you feel bad. Good luck, OP. And the OP replied, I did speak to her, and she confessed it all. She disagreed with some minor details, but she confessed to lying for 2 years and cheating on me. So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Please comment below and let me know if there's any other subreddits you guys would like me to make videos on, and also like the video and please subscribe.